let us discuss one application of Gauss law, that is the field due to uniformly charged thin spherical shell. First, let us know what is a spherical shell. Spherical shell means it is a hollow sphere. If the spherical shell and sphere are made up of metal, there is no difference, as all charge will reside on the surface in both cases. Suppose this is the spherical shell or a hollow sphere whose radius is r, and the surface charge density of this sphere is equal to sigma. So sigma is the uniform surface charge density of a thin spherical shell of radius r. So you imagine a point P where we want to calculate the electric field. We want to calculate the electric field at the point P, which is outside the spherical shell. Suppose the distance from this center of the spherical shell to this point is equal to r, small r. What you do, you imagine a Gaussian surface of radius small r. This is the Gaussian surface of radius small r. Electric field at each point of the Gaussian surface has same magnitude E. Here E, because at all the points the electric field is along the radius vector. Okay. So at all the points in this Gaussian surface, the electric field is E and it is along the radius vector. So what will be the flux through the Gaussian surface? Field and surface area, okay, along the same direction. Surface area vector and field vector is along the same direction. So the angle between them is equal to 0 degree. So the flux will be equal to E dot S. Okay. Flux phi will be equal to E dot S, Es cos 0, and magnitude of E and total surface area of the Gaussian surface is equal to 4 pi r square. And sigma is equal to Q by A. So Q divided by area of the spherical shell is equal to 4 pi r square. And this is the area of the Gaussian sphere, and this is the area of the hollow sphere or the spherical shell. So Q will be equal to 4 pi r square, capital R square, into sigma. So apply Gauss law, that is the flux is equal to 1 by epsilon 0, the total charge enclosed by the surface. So here the total flux is equal to E into 4 pi r square, that is equal to 1 by epsilon 0, the total charge is equal to 4 pi r square into sigma. So the field will be equal to sigma r square divided by epsilon 0 into r square. So this is the value of the electric field, magnitude of the electric field in terms of surface charge density sigma. But in terms of the charge Q, if you write in terms of the charge Q, then E into 4 pi r square is equal to 1 by epsilon 0 into Q. So E will be equal to 1 by epsilon 0 into Q by r square. And in vector form, E will be equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q by r square into r cap. So the electric field is directed outward if Q is greater than 0, or for positive charge, field is outward. For negative charge, Q less than 0, field is directed inward. This, however, is exactly the field produced by a charge Q placed at a center. You see the expression for the electric field E equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q by r square into r cap. So this is exactly the equation of the field which is produced if a charge is placed at the center of the sphere. Okay. Thus, For points outside the cell, the field due to a uniformly charged cell is as if the entire charge of the cell is concentrated at the center. Actually, the charge is residing on the surface, but from the equation of the expression of the electric field, it seems that as if the whole charge is residing at the center of the spherical cell. Then let us find out the electric field for a point P which resides inside the spherical cell. So this is the point P which is situated at a distance r from the center O. The radius of the spherical cell is equal to r. So you imagine a Gaussian surface of radius r, and the surface charge density of the cell is equal to sigma. So the flux through the Gaussian surface phi will be equal to E dot S, and S equal to 4 pi r square. So the Gaussian surface, inside the Gaussian surface, the flux will be equal to E into 4 pi r square. But there is no charge inside this Gaussian surface. You see, there is no charge inside the Gaussian surface because the charge resides on the in the surface. Okay, on the surface of the spherical cell. So the Gaussian surface encloses no charge. So Q equal to 0. So applying Gauss law, Q equal to 1 by epsilon, phi equal to 1 by epsilon 0 times the total charge. So phi equal to E into 4 pi r square, that is equal to 0 because Q is equal to 0, so field is equal to 0. Thus, the field due to a uniformly charged thin spherical cell is 0 at all points inside the cell.